Good morning. I hope you are doing well today. I'm doing better. Thank you for all your kind words last week. So we have a 30-minute to start our week today, core cardio. And we're going to start by activating our core and kind of waking up our body after this nice weekend. So feet under our hips, and you're just going to take a deep breath in. I want you to breathe out and slowly pull up from your heels. Lift your muscles, pelvic floor in, and breathe in, relax. Breathe out, pelvic floor in, engaging your glutes this time a little bit more, and breathe out, relax. And breathe in, filling up your rib cage, and let's breathe out, lift one knee up. Let's breathe in. Breathing out, pelvic floor in, lifting the other knee up. And breathe in. Other side. We're just going to do that a couple of times per side. So we got about 30 minutes today, total, including our warm-up, my talking, the workout, and we're going to do our little hip opener. So if you wish here, you can hold on to the chair. And when I say hold on, I mean a couple fingers on it. Unlock the leg you're standing on, bend the other leg up, open, and together. So you're going to cross a little bit over this morning. So lifting in front without moving the hip. So just go to where you can, open, and bring it together. So listen to your body. This is a good time to figure out, oh, is my hip in pain today that I didn't know about? Or do I have more mobility than I did last week? That can happen. Unlock the knee you're standing on, up nice and tall. Let's lift this knee up. Just turn it a little bit without turning the hip, and lift, open, together. So again, without moving your hip bones, excuse me, I haven't talked that much this morning. Up, open, together. Just a couple more. Good, let's wake up our ankles. So feet are under your hips, and we're going to transfer our weight forward. And move your weight on your toes slowly. Just a little bit. And down. So you can use the chair for now. I just want you to focus on your form for your ankles. So your ankles are nicely aligned. I don't want them to drop out. So let's bring it up. Exhale as you're lifting, going up to where you can. Let's bring it down. Good. Now let's bring it up halfway. So we're about halfway to where we can go. And here, we're going to pulse. So you can use the chair or not. So without the chair, you're going to have to use a little bit more balance. Or with the chair, you're going to look up nice and tall. Just little pulses. Your calves should start to warm up. The front of your legs, the back of your legs, your glutes, your toes. And let's bring it down, shake it out. Okay, we're going to go into our shoulders. So feet just a little wider than the hips. Comfortable, move your shoulders around. Little circles. Let's make them bigger. Let's go the other direction. So we have 8 exercises this morning. We're doing each of them for 30 seconds each. And we've got a 10-second break in between. After we've gone through all of them, we're going to take a 1-minute break and repeat that 2 more times. So relax your shoulders, lift your arms up, rotate one forward, one back, and let's switch. So here you go nice and slow. And you're going to check into where you can go. And then try maybe go a little further if it works for you today. Maybe it doesn't. Looking over your hand that's rotated back might get a little bit more. Then I want you to think about reaching on both sides of the space. So lengthen your core, reach in both directions, bring it back to center, rotate, lengthen, reach. One more time per direction. Good, and back to center. So if you have any questions as I'm going through, feel free to post in the group chat, or YouTube chat is easier, I can see it faster. And we're gonna wake up our core a little bit more. So let's inhale, next exhale. Lift the knee up and we're gonna keep it up. Good. Let's do a little rotation. So inhale in place, lift your arms up, and exhale, a little rotation. Let's bring everything down. Relax. Other side. Exhale, lift the knee up. Let's keep it in place. Inhale. Exhale. Arms up. Little rotation. Inhale to center. One more time per side. Exhale. Lifting the knee up. Pelvic floor in. Waking up the balance as well, I forgot to mention. And exhale, little rotation. And center. Relax your shoulders. One more time. Let's exhale, lifting the knee up. Good, holding it in place. Inhale. Next, exhale, little rotation. And inhale to center. Good, little cardio to finish our warm-up. So we're going to do some tap jacks. Today you're going to go out and out. So just tapping the toes out to the side. So make sure you're not just tapping out here. So engage your core, upper body is engaged, shoulder blades are engaged, and we're going to start moving our arms with the legs. So you're going to bring your arms and up, just in front of you. So make sure you're not lifting with the shoulders here. So shoulder blades are engaged, your back is engaged, abs are engaged. You're not just letting your belly drop here, moving your arms about. Let's bring your arms up to chest height. And above your head or close to above your head. So I want you to bring your arms up to where you can, but without sinking into the low back here. So if they go above your head, go for it. If they're in front of your face, in front of your eyes, that's good. You're kind of exploring where they can go today. So warming up those shoulders at the same time, arms down slowly. All the way down. Last one. Okay, so we're going to use the chair today. So I invite you to try the movements at the same time, and then you figure out how they work out. And our first round, don't worry, I'm doing it at the same time, and it's kind of figuring out the flow of it. So you're still working out, but then second round, we usually can give a little bit more than the first. So we're going to do a squat. You're going to stand feet about the width of your chair, and depending on your hip mobility, you can be closer or further. So if your leg doesn't lift over the chair, just stay further away from the chair. We're going to engage, pushing into our heels, pulling ourselves down, pressing back up, lifting the leg over the chair, toes below the foot heel. So I'm squatting, then that same movement with it for our hip, for a warm-up, up and over. So we're going to go faster. If your leg doesn't go over the chair, just stay behind. And we're going to use the chair as a reference so the leg, it doesn't have to go right over. Then, standing on your left leg, you're going to straighten out your right leg behind you. And then you're going to lift it up. And you're going to have one hand on the chair. Now here, I want that nice straight line. So your heel is trying to go reach the back of the space, the head the other side. You're going to take the same hand, you're going to lift it up to the side, thumb up. And we're going to do a little shoulder move here. So you can keep this hand, so I'm just going to go this way here. So you can keep this hand down. But if you find that, okay, this is not challenging enough for today, both arms up. Abs are in here. Your eyes are going to be in front so you don't have your neck. But you can start with one arm and see how that feels, and then go with two arms if you wish. Then we're going to have our hands down on the chair. Runner, in, little twist towards each elbow. So in, or each wrist. Side, side. And I'm going to go faster. You go to where you can here. Now make sure that you're not pushing the chair away from you. So we're not here. You're nice and stacked. You can also go on your elbows here. In, in, side, side. Your eyes are in front of your chair. Excuse me, we're not looking at our chest. We're going to do the single leg on the other side. So left leg is going to be extended. For the first round, same thing. So other leg, other arm, and then both if you wish, with your thumbs up. We're going to stand next to the chair and do a skater. Then we're going to do an inchworm. So standing in front of your chair, you're going to slowly roll down, unlock your knees, touch the ground. You're going to walk it forward into a plank. Walk it back. I want you to walk it back to where you can, keeping your legs straight, but whenever you're coming up, if it's here and you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. But if you can, keep them a little straighter, and you can stay with your head down or come on all the way up. I get dizzy if I come up and down all the time, so for the 30 seconds, I'm just going to go out and back in. If on your hands on the floor is too much, come back here and I want you to focus on where your hips hurt. So straighten out the legs and then walk them in on your toes, down. Straighten out the legs into a plank. Walk them in on your toes. So your hips are not moving. The rest, your legs are moving, but the hips are staying in line. And then we're going to go on the floor quickly here into a nice neutral position for your back, and we're going to do a side-to-side drop. So your hands are going to be on your belly, and you're going to drop your knees to one side and the other. Now, I say hands on your belly because if my hands are here, I can go all the way down and use my arms for balance. So a leg here, I'm going to go this way to show you. So you're into that neutral position. Shoulder blades are in, and I like to inhale and exhale as I'm going over, so I can focus on those abs, and then inhale to center. So you're going to go to where you can, so that you're not losing your balance and going over or needing that arm to prevent you from falling over. So the last movement is nice and slow. All right, any questions? So we're going to get going. We've got only 30 seconds of each exercise. It's 8 different ones. It goes really quickly. All right. So we are going to get started and with the squat leg over. So standing in front of the chair, feet a little wider than the chair, you're going to squat down. Now we're going to engage those abs like we did in those knee lift earlier. Down, lift, toes, ball of the foot, heel. You're not just bending the floor, you're gently putting your foot on the floor. I'm trying to use a French word here. And just gently. Good, last one. And bring it back to center. Now feet are under your hip bones, so they're not together. Under your hips, unlock your left knee, straighten your right. Lift it up behind you. Touch the chair. Make sure you're not hunched over. Nice long core. I want you to lengthen that leg. Lengthen your core. Lift your right arm. Thumb up. And then press that thumb towards the ceiling. Eyes are in front of your chair. Now, if that works for you, and you're like, I need a little bit more, then both arms up. Abs are in. Make sure you're not letting that drop. Breathe. Pressing into your left heel. Lengthen that core. Lengthen. And bring everything down and up. Just shake it out for a second. Runners, so hands here or on your elbows into that plank position. And we're going to go in, side, side. And you're aiming for your wrists or your elbows. Your eyes are in front of the chair. So if I look at my knees, then my back is hunched over. So straight back, looking in front of the chair. 10 more seconds. Breathe. Last one. And let's bring it out. Okay, so feet under your hips. Unlock your right knee. Straighten out your left. Let's lift it up behind you. Hands on the chair. Lengthen that core through your heels to the top of your head. Lift your left arm up, thumb up, press up towards the ceiling. So these fingers are there to help you with your balance. You're pressing into the heel of your right foot, using the whole foot though, because if not, we would lose our balance. Now if this is not challenging enough, then bring both arms up and breathe. Oops. And let's bring it in. I forgot one exercise. I said 8, so I showed you 7. Let's sit for a second. Let's do this one together. Nice straight core. Inching back. You're gonna lift those legs up. Now I want you to go further, bring it in. Further, in. Further, in. So just open up a little bit and in. It's a good thing I write them down on my wall. We would have skipped one today. And in. So just a little opening, in. Whenever you're coming back in, don't hunch over. Keep that back straight. Use those hands sliding on your legs. All right, now we're going into our skaters. So standing next to the chair, let's do a nice big step off to the side and touch behind, touch behind. So engaging the shoulders, the core here. So I don't want this to happen. You're up nice and tall, pressing into the heel after you're landing on it. So toes, ball, foot, heel. 10 more seconds. All right, and hinge-form. So feet under your hips, and we're going to slowly roll down and touch the ground, and we're going to walk it forward. So engaging here. Make sure you're not just bent, falling into those hands. Engage your core. Pull yourself up. Think about the hips pulling up towards the ceiling. Again, if this is not working, elbows or hands on the chair, and walk your legs back, and then walk your legs in on your toes. And one more time. All right, and let's bend those knees and roll up. Okay, and we're already on the floor for our side-to-side knee drops. This is our last one. So back into that neutral position, hands on your belly. Let's inhale, next exhale, lowering. Inhale, exhale, slowly, lowering to where you can. Inhale. So, exhale, pelvic floor in, trying to engage all the core. And take a little breather. We got actually a 50-second breather, so I'm not going to stop the timer. And we're going to keep going for right away. So grab some water. If you have any questions, any issues, please let me know. Here, don't push through any back pain or hip pain. And we're going to start with our squat. Leg over. All right, in 10 seconds. So standing a little wider than the chair. So pick your distance here. I'm going to go faster. You do what you can for today. And pull yourself down. Don't just let yourself sink. And over. And over. Whenever you're lifting, make sure that hip is not going with it. Hip are nice and engaged. And your upper body's straight. You're using those abs to help you lift the leg. Pressing into your heels. Good, it's almost over. And single leg, so finding your balance on your left. Straighten your right. And lift up behind you. Lift, 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 lift. Now lengthen that leg, lengthen your core. Lift your right arm up now, thumb down this time. And shoulder blades engage, press it up. Now again, you can stay here. Lengthen that leg, pull towards the wall behind. Keep that glute engaged, lengthen your core, making sure those abs are nice and working. Lengthen through the top of your head to your spine. Breathe. You can have 2 arms out here. Breathe, looking like an airplane. With the thumbs down and bring it in, shake it out. We're going to go into a runner on your elbows or your hands. Into a plank position. And we're going to alternate knees in. So in, side, side. We go faster here, like a little jog. Eyes are in front. "15 seconds. And bring it in. All right. Other side. Finding your balance on your right. Unlock the knee, straighten your left, and lift it up behind you. Press that heel up till your hands touch the chair. Now left arm up, thumb down, shoulder engage, and press, press, press. And it's okay if your balance is better on one side than the other. Then try to figure out your form. So lengthen a little bit more. Think about that glute. Think about your abs. Maybe when you're standing on one side, it's easier to engage. 5 more seconds. Good, let's bring it down and shake it out. Usually when we do cardio core, it's also a leg workout. So sitting up nice and tall, lengthen that core, bringing the knees up. Now we're opening, bring it in. So I'm touching the chair a little bit, but I'm not just resting on it. So opening, in, open, in. A little balance here, trying to not fall off our chair, in. Make sure you're not pulling that chest in, so you're pulling your belly button or each side of it towards your thighs. Breathing out as you're lifting those legs. All right, skaters, standing next to your chair or a little bit off so you're not running towards it. And you know you have the space when you're coming back. Nice wide step. Engaging your shoulders. Breathe, nice soft landing. Ten more seconds. Last one. All right. And inchworm. So remember, you can be on the chair, walking back, or walking away from it. So let's roll down. And let's walk it forward. And go a little faster here. Use those abs. Hips towards the floor. Imagine there's a harness around those hips. And it's got some tension. Even as you're up here, it wants to lift you up. So you gotta pull it down. So you're not super heavy on those hands. Good, and let's roll up and onto the ground for our side knee drop. Round 2 is already almost over. Straight back, shoulders in, abs engage, and let's inhale, exhale out. Center. Now here, if you're inhaling out and exhaling to center, that is fine. Because both movements are hard, you need to keep that form as you're going out. And so for some people, the breathing out here will work better. For others, bring it in and take a little break, grab some water, and we're going to go for round 3. All right. So, 8 exercises, 30 seconds each. It just goes so quickly. I find we're already almost over. We only have 1 round left to do, and then it's the end of the workout. So, and you've got a great workout for your day. All right. So let's get ready one more time. Do what you can for today. Listen to those knees, hips, shoulders, and let's pull yourself down. I was a little too eager, and up and over. Down, up and over. So you're doing a nice squat still. If you have a hard time with the squat, keep it a little higher. Okay, so just a little mini squat. If you can, then go for a nice squat. Deeper, I mean. They're all nice. Some are just deeper than others. And press into those heels. Good, and stay up. And single leg, so your right leg is going to go behind. Unlock your left knee, straighten your right. Press it back. Good, right arm up. Now I want you to your thumb towards the front, and then we're going to press it back and back. So you can use two hands. So you're going to do a little kind of back half circle. Watch your neck here. We don't want to look in front. So abs are engaged. Lengthen that core. Little half circle. Or little crescent moon. Just a little crescent. All right, let's bring it in. Runners with a twist. So on your hands or elbows, whichever works for you. You can also do those on the floor if the chair is not enough. In, side, side. In, side, side. So on the floor, you're just here. And eyes are in front. Watch that your back is nice and straight. 15 seconds. If you need to slow it down, slow it down. Make sure your shoulders are still stacked over your hands. You're not pushing that chair away. And come on up. And relax those shoulders. Finding your balance on your right leg. Unlock your right knee, straighten your left. Lengthen that left leg up. And right hand on the chair, left hand up, thumb forward. Little half circle and pull. Down and back. So here, down and back. Pressing into that right heel. Lengthen your left. Don't let go of that leg. Squeeze that left glute. Look in front of you on the floor. Breathe. Don't hold your breath here. Keep breathing in and out. All right. And relax. Shake it out on the chair. So sitting on the chair, and we're going to do that little V. So you're going to bring those knees up. Nice straight back. Going to open and in. And open, in. Whoops. And open, in. Open, in. So keep your eyes up in front. That V can be big or little. You can hold your legs here. All right, and skaters. So relax those shoulders, your neck. Let's do a nice big step off to the side and go. So out and touch. Now engage your arms, engaging that core. So we're not just flopping around here, all the way to the end. Last one. All right, and relax those shoulders. Hinge form. Unlock your knees and slowly roll down. Again, you can walk your legs away from the chair. Imagine that harness on the ceiling. Make sure you're breathing here throughout the exercise. So you can take it a little faster here, faster step. As long as you're not falling on your hands here. Nice and control. Bend the knees to where you need to as you're backing up. And stay here. Come on up and let's go on the floor. So we're gonna stay on the floor after. Knees at 90, shoulders in, and let's drop it to one side. Whoops, and center. And drop it to one side. Too close to that chair. So focusing on not letting it drop all the way. You're in control and you're bringing it back. You're not using your arms on the side. So it doesn't matter how far you go. Control it. All right, let's bring those knees in and just give it a little wiggle so you're shifting your hips gently, stretching out your back. All right, so if you're close to your chair, let's put your feet on it. If you're not, you can scooch over. You're gonna take one leg on top, so the ankle on your opposite knee, and keep your heel on the chair. And then here you're gonna slide that heel towards you. Little tiny stretch here. You're gonna add that little wiggle. So just movement of your hips. And let's release the stretch with switch side. Ankle on your knee. So if you need more space, just slide your foot. If you need less, slide it towards you. And tiny stretch. Don't push it. Little shift of your hips. Good. And let's grab one leg here and straighten it. So this leg is on the chair. You're going to grab behind your calf. Little tiny bend as needed, or a straight leg. And you're going to gently pull. So make sure you're not up here. So you can grab behind your thigh here. And then I want you to point your foot. Little pull and release. Other side. So bring it in, straighten to where you can. Flex your foot. Gentle pull. And point your foot. Maybe you can pull it closer. And release. Good, let's go into a sitting position. And little tiny stretch for your quads. So here you're gonna grab that, oops, I'm off screen, that back ankle. And gently bring it behind you. So I want you to engage the whole hip area. Engage the glute, try to push the bottom of your hip forward as you're pulling the knee back. And release, other side. Engage, pushing the bottom of your hip forward as you're pulling the knee back. And release. Let's stand, because I don't want to leave you on the floor. So we're going to stand behind the chair here, and we're going to just open up the legs. You're a little bit wider, so I have a nice wide triangle in front of the chair. And you're going to straighten out your back. So I want you to lengthen your spine towards the back, tailbone towards the back, and chest towards the front. Bend your right knee, straighten your left. Nice little stretch underneath your left leg. Let's bring it back to center. Unlock your knees. Straighten your spine. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Bring it back to center. Bring your legs in a little bit. Unlock your knees and tuck your bum under. And then gently slide your right hand towards your left corner of your chair. And bring it back in. Same thing on the other side. Sliding it across your chair. And bring it in. Good. Drop your hands and gently roll it up. Rolling those shoulders back. Good. And drop your chest towards your chin towards your chest. Rolling one side back to center. And rolling on the other side. And back to center and up. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Have a great Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday, on Zoom for Eccentrics. All right, take care.